Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando nesikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla.
Nyaka ophelile kwavela indaba zokuthi kunabantu abawu-17 abathathwa uDuduzile la ngenhloso ukuthi bayotrain ukuthi babe ngama-bodyguard eRussia. Kodwa labantu manje sebesempini, impilo ekhona phakathi kweRussia ne-Ukraine. Sekukhona nabalimele. Kwathiwa bebehamba babe u-21 njengoba manje kuthiwa kusele 17 ephilayo. Ngizwe kuthiwa khona nohamba nge-wheelchair kodwa anginaqiniso lalo. Lolu daba lwavela ngabamaphepha. Kwawudaba olusabalalayo kodwa umkhonto wesizwe phathi kanye naye uDuduzile abakaze basho lutho, bathula. Kwasuka indodakazi kaJacob Zuma, sengikhohlwe igama layo, yahamba yayovula icala kanye ne-DA nayo yahamba yayovula icala, bevulela uDuduzile. Wathi-ke lo ndodakazi njobe ebophisa udadewabo nje, kukhona abanye babantu abahamba baya kulo lolu hlelo abangabomndeni, usondelene nabo kakhulu ngoba bangabomndeni. Ngakho-ke ubophisa uDuduzile. Ekuthe mayiqeda kuvulwa lelo cala, ama-Hawks athi yiwona azoliphenya lolu daba ngoba selivuliwe icala, kodwa yibona abazothatha udaba baliphenye. uDuduzile wahamba naye wayovula icala, evulela umuntu othi wamlutha, wamtshela information okungeyona ukuze bagcine behambile labantu. Ukusho ukuthi uDuduzile u-admit ukuthi unalo ulwazi mayelana nalolu daba lokuthathwa kwalabantu basiwe eRussia, kodwa yena othi naye bamlutha ngoba umuntu ongazange amtshela iqiniso yilo ayibambisene naye. Ilokho kwaphoqelela ukuthi uDuduzile aka-resign as a member of parliament, noma eseyilunga lomkhonto wesizwe phathi kodwa aka-resign as a member of parliament kuzama ukuresolveka lolu daba. Sizwile-ke nemibiko esitshelayo ukuthi kunemizamo ezanywe uformer president uJacob Zuma nokuthi akhulumisane nohulumeni waseRussia, akhulume noVladimir Putin ukuthi bengemsize na ukuthi ababuye labantu beze la eSouth Africa. Kunamaletha akavela ayekhuluma leyo nkulumo leyo, kodwa akazi kwaba nemphumela. uCyril Ramaphosa asethatha igxathu lokuthi ethi naye uzokhuluma noVladimir Putin ukuze labantu babuye. Osukwini la izolo i-SABC isazisile mayelana nokubuya kwalabantu, yasazisa ukuthi bawu4 abasabuyile kwamanje. Ngicela ubonele.
Of course, so we're monitoring this particular breaking news story on all vantage points. Let's take you back to OR Tambo International Airport. Those are live visuals on your screen there. That, of course, is where Khayelitsha Khumalo is on standby. Khayelitsha, if you can hear me, just give us up to speed in terms of the visuals that we are currently seeing. Are these the 4 men who have just arrived back home?
Well, certainly, Unati, this is the time that everybody really has been waiting for. So finally, they're back here at home. And obviously, it's a very sensitive story. Their faces won't be shown, respecting their identities. But it's been a very agonizing journey for them. And finally, they're back here on the home soil. And as you can see, the visuals here really pointing very vividly. They are accompanied by SAPS officials. So we do understand now, as we're stepping out and leaving this precinct, we're going to now the OR Tambo police station. That's where they'll be processed, then they'll be whisked away. But I mean, this is quite a very big moment, especially for their families, really, Unati, who have been yearning for this moment. Especially when you look at the context of Donbas and Ukraine. It's a very volatile point. This is a conflict also that has really changed the geopolitics. And when you look at the context of how the Russian Federation, the links with the African continent, but also the recruitment drive where quite a number of nationalities have been really just roped into this particular conflict. So right now, Nati, we're right here at the South African Police Service, OR Tambo International Airport. And I think for now, this is where our journey is going to end, as obviously there's privacy that is needed by the South African Police Service in terms of making sure that they process them. You asked a very pertinent question, Unati, about the presence of any health authorities or psychologists or anyone for psychosocial support. But, you know, at this point in time, there is no such service that is being rendered. So they have been taken to right into the police station. You do understand that, well, they'll be processed, where also the police are working alongside with the Hawks in this particular instance. So it's been quite a very long journey, Unati. As you know that you've had South African authorities working with their counterparts in Russia, and it doesn't end here because it's only 4 people. So the number that has been bandied about is about 17 South Africans. So those who are still remaining behind, the families still have a litany of questions that they are asking. So the South African Police Service making sure that everything is seamless here, is run as smoothly as possible. And obviously where we're positioned in RT, there is no SAPS members who's designated to speak to us. But we do understand from now they'll be taken away in terms of the way forward, whether are they going to appear in court tomorrow or any other day that will be prescribed. That is yet to be seen in terms of really the confirmation. But for now, they're back home. So you can really see the sigh of relief from their faces, Unati, especially, I mean, well, from what we understand, that they left the country under the pretext of really receiving the training as bodyguards, and also really all sorts of allegations that have been made, Unati. We saw also those 5 South Africans who were arrested right here in OR Tambo. They were seen as very key recruiters who were behind this particular campaign. So we're going to be stationed here because we do understand that also the spokesperson who's going to speak on behalf of these families is right on his way here. We're hoping to get a word from him in terms of the way forward, but also just in terms of those who are still behind, in terms of their health conditions and many other litany of questions that are still swelling around in this particular.
Njengoba ubonaka ukuthi okwamanje kusabuye 4. Le 4 esabuyile ithathwe ngamaphoyisa. Akekho nolwazi ukwenzakalani, kodwa amaphoyisa azoba processa. Okunye futhi engifisa kusicacele, kuyicala ngokomthetho se-South Africa ukusuka la uyolwa kwelinyizwe. Yingakho kungenzeka bagcine beyenkantolo. Kodwa fanele ama-Hawks athole i-statement kubo. Yingakho nje ethi kusafuna bathola beluleki bezengqondo kubo batholakala bakusiphi isimo, ngoba funeka babhale i-statement zabo, bachaza ukuthi ba-recruitwa ubani, ubathembiseni, kwakuthiweni kubo, ukuze le inkulumo esizizwayo kuzogcina kuvela iqiniso elipheleleyo ukuthi kwenzakalani ngazo. Okusho ukuthi uma ngempela uDuduzile kutholakala ukuthi unesandla, naye uzojeza ngoba no one is above the law. So ngenza le video ukubikela, kune-article engiyibonile kanti noJabulani Khumalo akasalanga naye. Ubekhuluma neBiz News echaza ukuthi naye uneqhaza libambile njengoba sibona labantu bebuyile. Ngaphambi basicaphuneke le nkulumo kaJabulani Khumalo, ngicela siqale sifunde nansi article ebhalwe News 24. Fundeka kanje: The ANC is riding the wave of what it sees as a political victory for President Cyril Ramaphosa. The successful repatriation of members of the Zuma family and the MK party who were trapped on the front line of Russia's war in Ukraine. The first group of 4, who were among 17 men lured to Russia under false pretense and found themselves fighting on Russia's side against Ukraine, returned home on a flight from Moscow via Dubai on Wednesday afternoon. Most of the allegedly trafficked young men are party members and some are from Zuma clan. MKP President Jacob Zuma reportedly tried and apparently failed to use his perceived relationship with Russia to bring them back home in December. On 11 February, Ramaphosa announced he had a phone call with Russian President Vladimir Putin about cooperation between the two countries, as well as the 17 men stranded in Ukraine. Fast forward to Wednesday, 18 February, the first 4 men arrived home. During the State of the Nation address, parliamentary debate on Wednesday night, Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Ronald Lamola, stuck it to the MKP when he addressed the House in isiZulu and spoke about how the men were returned home. He said, open quotes, President Ramaphosa spoke to President Putin to work together to bring the young men whom Ubaba Zuma sold back at home, close quotes. Lamula added, open quotes, what type of father sells his own children, close quotes. Ngike ngachaza ukuthi kulabantu okuthiwa bahamba bayale kukhona abomndeni wakwaZuma. Washo njalo lo ntombazana okuyena wavula icala wathi laba bangabomndeni waze wathi omunye ukube lento ayivelanga kanje yaba inkinga bekuzobhenefitha abomndeni kodwa namhlanje ngoba isiyinkinga ingakho sebevulelana amacala kodwa nje khona uma kunamathuba afikele emndenini.
Thanks for that question, man. I must firstly appraise the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign International Relations for his commitment in working with us. When we asked him to intervene, even when it was weekends, when he was busy, we were able to get hold of him and say, Minister, we have this issue or this information about these people. Can you please intervene? You will definitely do that. We must appraise him for his good work and his department, in actual fact, for swift response when there was this cry about our men that were sold to a war by certain thugs within the MKP. We want to appraise also the president of South Africa and the president of Russia for their swift response or intervention into this matter. Because there were lots of issues that we were getting when what our men there were encountering during this set time on them and set time on their families in South Africa, because they were reporting the difficulties they are going through. And you know, when you have a wife, you've got a kids, and you are in a difficult situation where you have to expose what is happening to you, how much more on your kids, how they feel, how your wife feels, knowing that you are not in a position that is conducive for you to be there. So it was very painful, and it touched my heart. It touched the leadership of the real MK to say that, no, we can't keep quiet when our men are getting serious injuries there, they getting serious matters that were against their lives. So we said, let us stand up. I started by sending my team to Durban to start demonstrations where one of our leaders, Mrs. Ngubane, led that march. It was not a march, but a demonstration outside the Durban City Hall. Then from then, we got more invitation from the parents and the families of the men that were that left. Because remember, there are those who are married who left, and there are those that are still unmarried. So their parents were crying, and these ones, the wives were crying and children. So we had to listen on both of them to say, we are with you here in South Africa. But at the same time, we'll try our best to be with your men outside there as much as it is far, but we'll try our best to find someone to assist us there. We did that, and we did it very successfully. I must say again, it was not only us, but the department itself from the government side was also helping when we were crying, saying, now we've got this, then they will intervene. So in last week, the parents and the families of the men asked for that interview or a press briefing in Durban. I sent some of our leaders to go and attend there. We had three people there that were standing in for the real MK, not the MK that was the hijackers, to say we are there, we are with them, we will be with them, we are not going to leave them anyway. So the meeting went well, and we can now announce that after the meeting of the two presidents, President Cyril Ramaphosa and President Vladimir Putin, all the men that are in that fighting area, they are now in one space, waiting to be taken back to the country. Remember, when we are in another country, there are processes that we must follow. So they are busy doing those processes. The Russian government, we must thank them, and we must give them the praise, because the way they've tried to work on this, they were not involved, that we must say. They were not involved in taking or buying these men to their country, but a certain company that did that. But now that there were problems, we had to cry to them, and they heard our cry, and now they are preparing our men to come back. We must thank the president of Russia and his cabinet for a good heart that they have to allow our men to come back, even though the agent is saying, you owe us. We are saying, but the government of Russia has agreed to bring our men back. So whoever they paid to, these agents, they must deal with that individual. They know those people. They know which account they put the money into. They must go after them. If they want us to assist them to investigate who those people, if they've forgotten, we will assist them to remember who those people are. And if they need to find a way to deal with them, we will assist them. We don't want to see these people getting away with this. They must be punished. And we are saying to the government of South Africa, they must punish these people, because they are known who they are. There are 5 that went to court, but it's not all of them. There are others, and I don't know why they are still not behind bars, because they're supposed to be behind bars. And they are still continuing to make a lot of problems within the communities, because they are thugs. They are not leaders of MK. They are hijackers of the MK party, and people must understand that the hijackers will always be hijackers and thugs, and we don't want them amongst the leadership of Umkhonto weSizwe, because they have ruined the name. They've dragged the name of MK party into a mud, because they are mad. They are not supposed to be within the families of our country. They are not supposed to be amongst our people in South Africa, because their mind belongs in a bush. They are not supposed to be running around. The country must punish those people. And for the police to take long when they know, I don't know why they're waiting for. What are they waiting for? They're supposed to have arrested these people, because they've done a something devastating to the country. Why are they still amongst the people running around, driving your X3s and all the big cars, running around, intimidating people just
Umuzwa kubaba uJabulani Khumalo ekhuluma kanje ukuthi naye baneqhaza abalidlalile ekukhulumeni nomndeni, khuluma ne-department, khuluma no-president Cyril Ramaphosa. So njengoba besho ukuthi bona njengabanikazi bangempela bomkhonto wesizwe party, hayi laba be-fake aba-hijack-e umkhonto wesizwe party, bakwenze lokhu ngoba bevikela igama lomkhonto wesizwe party. Ake sibuyele emuva kancane. Uma ukhumbula kwividiyo engiyifakile, ushilo loyabhuti we-SABC ukuthi kunabantu abarecruit abantu ababoshwa. Kodwa kuKhumalo nakwabanye abantu akwenele ngoba abantu bona afisa ababoshwe ababoshiwe. And makuza la odabeni lomthetho, umthetho awuyi ngokuthi wena ufila kanjani. Umthetho awuyi ngama-feelings nangemizwa yakho ukuthi wena ucabanga ukuthini ngomunye umuntu. Kodwa kuya nge-investigation nobufakazi abasuke benabo. Yingakho-ke uzwa nje uJabulani Khumalo egcizelela ukuthi impela baboshiwe laba ababoshiwe, kodwa akaboshwa abantu laba aba-right afuna yena baboshwe ngoba nabo baneqhaza abalidlalile. Asazi-ke sizozwa-ke nje ngoba la madoda ebuyile, mhlampe wona azofika nestori esehlukile. Mhlampe bona bazokwazi ukusho kahle ukuthi kwenzakalani. Mhlampe baba-implicate nalabantu laba obaba uKhumalo abafisa ukubabona beboshiwe. Mhlampe emveni kwalapho sokubona beboshwa. Kodwa nje sikujabulelayo ukuthi labantu bokuqala abawu-14, abawu-4, sengithi 14, abawu-4 bokuqala babuyile. Osho ukuthi kusele 13. Funeka-ke nabo-ke sojabula kahle nje ngokupheleleyo uma sebebuye bonke. Emveni kokubuya bonke badibana nemindeni yabo. Ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi emndenini yalaba abawu-4 kuyintokozo enkulu. Emndenini nje yalaba abawu-4 kuyintokozo enkulu okwenzekile. Noma-ke sazi ukuthi phela abazihlobo zakwaZuma. Angibazi noma bangaba kwaZuma kwesibongo noma bawuzalo lakwaZuma, angazi. Ngakho-ke kodwa lokhu kungambeka uDuduzile enkingeni. Kungamfaka impela enkingeni ngoba uma ubambisane nezigebengu ekwenzeni ubugebengu kuyicala kwakhona lokho. Uma ngathiwa uhulumeni wase-South Africa uyaba-charge laba ngoba kuyicala ukusuka la uyolwa kwelinye izwe. Uma kuthiwa uyaba-charge naye ngikholwa ukuthi uzosala. Mhlampe-ke lokho kuyomthokozisa kakhulu uJabulani Khumalo. Sikhuluma nje ngoDuduzile usenecala alihamba laphaya ePietermaritzburg. Leli elangena ngenxa kaPaul Sullivan, okuyena wahlanganisa ubufakazi ukuthi uDuduzile wagqugqumezela udlame ngesikhathi se-July unrest, ngesikhathi ayibhale i-tweet ethi #WeSeeYou. So ngalokho-ke usahamba icala namanje. Esahamba icala enjalo sekuvuka nanka amanye amacala. Usenkingeni-ke lo sisi. Sizozwa-ke kodwa ukuhamba kwesikhathi ukuthi kwenzakalani. Kodwa nje okuzongijabulisa mina ukuthi babuye bonke. Le 13 esele siyibone nayibuya. Sizoreporta nje ngeprogress eyenzekayo. Uma uvula i-channel, uyivula nje, ungabheki specific video, uvula nje i-channel. Kuvela kanje mangabe usubscribe-ile ibhala kanje. Bese ujoin wokujoin i-membership. Ngiyacela nijoine nayo. Qala nje ku-R40 ngenyanga. 40 ngenyanga usilekelele uyisupport i-channel. Ngapha ku-community uyakwazi ukuklikha ku-community usibhalele noma yini ofisa sixoxe ngayo, ofisa ukuyibuza, sikhulume, ngizokwazi ukuphendula nabanye abantu bazokwazi ukubona into oyibhalile bese sixoxa ngayo. Ngenzela ukuthi sikwazi uku-engage uma kukhona ekufuze sikudingide. Ya bengicela nje nayo le ndawo le ye-community yenzelwe thina ukuze sikwazi ukuxoxa kuyo le channel. Uma kukhona mhlawumbe udaba ofisa ukuthi silikhave, ungasazisa lot. Hayi kunodaba oluthize olwenzekile bese nilibonile na. Mhlawumbe uma silibonile singalikhava zokuchazela ukuthi hhayi asilikhava ngalesizathu. Kodwa sixoxe ngoba ngifisa ukwenza into ngoba ngiyenzela nina. Ngifuna ukwenza amavidiyo ngoba ngenzela nina. La mavidiyo angiwenzeli mina, ngenzela nina, ngenzela wena. Yingakho ngikujabulela ukuphawula kwakho. Noma abanye siphambana nabo, kodwa ukuphambana kwemibono akusho ukuthi sixabene, kusho nje ukuthi kuphambene imibono kuphela. Ngakho-ke i-community le yakhelwe khona ukuthi si-engage, sixoxe. Ngiwumuntu ohlezi active, ngizophendula nje noma-ke ngingaphendula late kodwa okusalayo ngizophendula. Angiyibambe ividiyo, ngicela ukuze ukuphawula kwakho la comment section. Ngizwe ukuthi wena ubona kanjani lo lonke lolu daba esilixoxayo. Mina nawe bese sidibana kwividiyo elandelayo. Ungakhohlwa ukusubscribe, share, ulike. Ngiyacela nijoine ne-membership. Ngiyazicelela nje. Iqala nje ku-R40 ngenyanga kuya phezulu. Ngiyazi ukuthi bakhona abafisayo ukujoina i-membership, kodwa-ke ngenxa yezimo esiphila phansi kwazo emhlabeni nokungasebenzeki-ke kwabantu akunankinga nakhona. Bengizicelela nje kwabakhonayo. Mina nawe sidibane kwividiyo elandelayo. Ngiyabonga.